Hi everyone, my name is Zahir Janmohamed. I'm teaching a course called Podcasting and Interviewing about Race and Identity. So this is kind of the course that I wish I had taken about 5 years ago when I started the podcast called Racist Sandwich. If you haven't heard of it before, Racist Sandwich is a podcast that looks at race, gender, and class through the medium of food. I was sort of inspired by the podcast called Denzel Washington is the Greatest Actor of All Time, which looks at Hollywood through the lens of Denzel Washington. And one of the things that I learned about podcasting as someone relatively new to this medium was that there were a lot of courses about the technical aspects of podcasting, microphone technique, audio editing, etc., but not really about how to conceptualize a podcast, particularly a podcast that tackles race. So that's sort of what I wanted to do in this course. So the class is going to be divided over 3 sessions over Zoom. In the first one, we're going to listen to podcasts. Podcasts like Nice White Parents, Denzel Washington is the Greatest Actor of All Time, The Sporkful. Some of those are headed by POCs. Some of those are headed by white people. But what I hope to show in this class is really one of the most important things with podcasting about race is how you approach the subject. Certainly it matters who you are, but Sporkful, for example, is hosted by a white guy, and he's done a pretty good job reporting about race recently. At least I think so. In the second class, we're going to have you share your ideas. So you'll conceive of an idea, and you'll present your idea, and you'll talk about why you're the best person to do it. And by the third class, I want a bit of a proof of a concept. It could be a presentation. It could be a little bit of an audio. It could be a plan to how you're going to continue with this podcast. But I want to see some momentum on this podcast. So this class, the idea is it's a generative class. We want to come up with ideas. We want to help each other out. And we also want to learn how we can get better at tackling race. I stumble a lot with race. One of the things that I always joke when I make presentations about how to report about race is you need a big hard drive on your hard drive of deleted files, because sometimes you'll make mistakes, but that's okay, because what's important is that you approach it with sincerity and with empathy and with humility. So what do you need for this course? Something to Zoom with, laptop, iPad, whatever. You need a recording device. It could be a Zoom kit, or it could be an iPhone, whatever. And also you need an open mind. And that's really the most important thing. All of us are growing in our understanding of race and identity. These are certainly challenging times. I want us all to help each other out in a spirit of cooperation. So I hope you join me. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I know it's winter in Maine, but I'll try to make this as fun as possible. And I hope we learn something. Thanks so much.